What's up, Soul Fam? It's Zain. We just chosen back with another video. Hopefully, you guys are having a beautiful day today. My brother, if you are new to our community, I welcome you all, right? So, my brother, 15 reasons why you should never think or care about what they are going to say or talk, right? Let's talk about that. So, my brother, some reasons why you will never and why you should not, why you should not uh, care about what people are going to see or think about you. Like, one reason is because no one truly care about you. Yes, that's why I said the reason why you should not care what people are going to say or talk, because no one cares about you. My brother, you may not like it, no one cares about you. And that the truth is this: if you are up there and you are like still believing that someone out there is praying for you, and the prayer is that you will do better than them, you need to understand that the only person that wants to do better than him is you versus you. The rest of others want you to do well, but not better than them, right? And you know what I'm saying, so that because it's what you need to understand. And one another reason why you should not care about what people are going to talk is because if you get broke today, everyone around you will leave you. Yes, believe me. That's why I always tell us, don't let money finish in your hand. No matter how many services or many places you are ending, don't just get broke, because you want to make people what love you, because you want to make people like you, bro. Right? So you need to understand that that is the worsted mistake you ought to know to make in life. Don't get broke because you want to make people become happy, talk good of you, or say good things about you. Know who you love you, right? We will not stress you. You just believe me, someone who truly love you will not even want you to go broke. And the truth is this: if perventures become broke because you want to impress people around you, believe me, my brother, all of them will disappear like a smoke. They will disappear like a smoke. You know why? Because if I decide to take a lot of like a lighter now and light this place, right? Maybe I light this place, the fire catch. You are going to understand that a little bit. If there is nothing to cut, to bring out the fire, smoke will start to come out, the fire will disappear. This is how it is. And another reason why you should not care what people are going to chalk on your, when you know that you want to be successful, and you want to do great, and you want to leave a legacy in life. One is because you need to understand the fact that it is you that own you, and it is you versus you. I always say this, my brother. A lot of you don't know, but don't nobody own you, right? Nobody has owned you. Nothing. Even your parents, your dad, your mom, they don't owe you nothing, right? They don't owe you nothing. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They don't owe you anything. So you need to understand the fact that you owned yourself something. No one up there who truly owned you something. No one up there who truly care about your tough life or is or heart of life will become, or what you're going through or go through, right? Or what you're passing through. No one ever cares, right? The moment you realize that it is you that owned you, you are going to understand that whether people like you, they don't like you, or you will still like yourself. And what other people support you, they don't support you, or you will still do uh, the best you could in order for you to be the best vision of yourself, right? And another reason why uh, you should not care is because the joining of life don't need nobody, right? Yes, many of us always think that we can do it because of the fact that people are all are around us, and if we are alone, we will be able to do it. Know the life we are living today, so it is a better to walk alone. and fail than to walk with multitudes and win. You go why it gets adequately, why it gets the reason why it is better for you to fight alone and fail and rise up again. Fight and fail and rise up again. Rise up again, fight and fail, rise like again. So this things goes on. So if it's 20 times or 10 times, it is very much better, because if you pay the venture now, you will follow a group of people, maybe 20 to 30. All of you put here together, you people succeed, and tomorrow there are no more. And that is what I mean. Yes, believe me, you won't have that courage to do it alone. You know what am I saying? So it is better to fight alone and fail and fight with the crowd and do it and win. And another reason why you should not care is because an empty container don't need anyone to do it, or to make noise then, right? So you maybe have heard that thing. Listen, I don't have an empty container currently, but if I would have an empty container, I would have displayed to you, right? You see, the empty container don't need any noise, right? That is why you need to understand that most surely meet a lot of people who have no vision on earth. You must surely meet a lot of people out there whom their life is just empty. There is nothing that they are thinking. There is nothing that they have in mind. There is nothing that they don't even know, right? If there is something called what legacy to leave behind, they don't even know if there is something that they have in mind to accomplish. This is how their life is. So the moment you discover that there are some people around you or who is like this, you need to understand that they will try or miss to stop, because you they will try to stop or miss you, right? Because they don't know where you are heading to, and they are not going the same way you are going, right? So they will be all on you. And another reason why you should not care about what people are going to say is because whether you do well or you don't do well, whether you are succeeding, you are not succeeding, someone out there must have a reason to hate you. In those days when I was in a school, some of my friends would be like, we will make it, we will make them to become happy. Some of my friends would try all like miss to convince people to come around them, be playing with them, laughing with them. My friends used to do that back in the days in the school. And at the end, I am the kind of person that I don't force relationship, I don't force friendship, because I have learned it from my parents, because I have learned that thing from my parents, to be alone, to be alone. And sometimes some of my friends do list ask me if some teachers, then they used to tell me, why you always love to be alone. My teachers used to ask me, why you always love to be alone, because I understand the main benefit of being alone. Why? Because sometimes when you are around the crowd, you create a problem ahead of you. And not only a problem is that you not only you create problem ahead of you, one thing is that you won't be able to imagine big or dream big, because when a crowd is there is always noise. And the reason why you need to understand is that, one, nobody really, if you have a lot of people out there around you, nobody really want to know whether it's tough or it's done tough around you. Or one another reason you should not care what people are going to talk is because the beginning of a word, the beginning of an ego, is not the, what we call, end of his word flying. What do I mean is this: if ego starts to become old, you have got to understand that ego will go vacancy. If you have an ego in your house, or maybe you have a good word, stuff in your house, because there are some people who catch ego, they will keep it, they'll be training it, giving food. they will be like he will become domestic. What animal? If you have it, you can't understand that anytime, right? So that's the main thing. The eagle, you see the eagle become old. If the eagle becomes old, he will first of all leave abundance on path where he do used to stay or say, and go to another place to live for a while in order for him to remove all the words, all the feather. The moment they remove that feather, he will do what? He will come back to where he used to be in the mountain. He stayed where like like some days a week, It will allow the old feathers to go away. The moment the new one starts to come out, he will do what? He will leave that place and do it and go to where it used to be. So what does that tell you is that no matter how life is or how tough times may become, you understand that the older you become, the more phrase you will lose, right? Or the more friends you will lose. What I mean is this: the moment you start to grow, maybe you get married today, you have got to understand, if you have the moment you get married today, you'll have a limitation to many things. You do used to like you will have the limitation you do used to do one time, right? You won't be able to go out the way you do used to go. That limit what? Friendship. You won't be able to make call the way you used to make the call, because when you must respect your marriage too, right? And second thing, you won't be able to communicate with other friends, guests, girlfriend, other stuff, because you must respect your husband, your wife, and your children. That's become the part of life, and that's the part of life. And another thing is that you will always be busier than you do used to. Why? Because you become a provider, whether you are the man, you are the man, or you are the woman, right? You become what? Responsible. That's why you need not to care. So we need to understand that the fact that no one up there who cares about you, whether you're working any work, or as long as that work is giving you something to eat, don't care, don't give a damn on what people are going to say, as long as that is the myth in which you survive, as long as that it is the mist in which you get food to eat. You know what I'm saying? So my brother, that is the exactly why what you need to understand, that don't think about what people are going to say, because whether you're failing, they will still talk, whether you're winning, they will still talk. Even people who will tell you that you are doing great behind you, they will still have something to talk about you, right? You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing, my brother. They will have something bad to talk up behind you, no matter how good you are to someone. They must only have fought. They must only have something to talk. They must always have something to gossip or to say. That's why you don't care what people are going to say. If they like you, let them do. If they don't like you, or don't let them be, don't like to be, let them be, right? Because sometimes it's better for you to do or to have people who will tell you in the face to face, I don't like you. Then you will know how to communicate with them, because this is what we are living. You don't need to expect to like you before you do something that you ought to do for your life. You know what I'm saying? Right, my brother? Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to this channel. Until the next video, guys. Peace.